Hello, are you ready for track 3? Oh my gosh, whomever's watching every single video that I've posted so far, I'm going to be in your dreams. So this is track 3 titled No Te Vi. Okay, so real quick, reason why I wrote it. I cooked. I never used to cook. Now that I got married, yes. But back then, my family, all of them cook great. There was no need for me to jump in there and be in the kitchen, or for them to find out that maybe I cook okay and then they would stop doing it, you know. Their food was just too good for me to even do that. It was my job. Every good chef needs somebody to tell them, it's awesome. You know, that was me. That was my job in the family. So I cooked and I invited a couple of friends over. And I went all out. I'm talking baguettes and the oven, and even the tea had a pear in there with a bay leaf decorated. Everything was beautiful. I was so proud of myself. And from zero to almost Thanksgiving dinner, you know, just this one time in my life. And one of the people that I invited did not go. And I was left there with a plate of food. So I wrote No Te Vi. And then that's why it says, Dime por qué fallaste, justifícate, ven aquí y explícame. So I was mad. And then obviously the chorus, pero yo no te vi, no te vi, no te vi caminar por la puerta, no estabas aquí. You know, so I'm saying, hey, you didn't come. You didn't show up to my dinner party. So that's why this song sounds a little bit more, you know, it has some minor chords and it's got a louder, I guess, darker and louder color to it. So back then I was performing a lot, thanks to George Ramirez in Brownsville for the Latin Jazz Festival. And I would get so excited and call all of my musician friends and create this 10 to 13 piece band. There's a video on YouTube. If you put Dulce y Sol Latino, Sol like the sun, Sol Latino, No Te Vi, Latin Jazz Festival, you'll see a video. I'm wearing a green dress. And I'll never forget, I actually had surgery a week before on my foot because of a spider. And I was in crutches. And they told me that I could not dance. But I had been preparing so much for this performance. And we were going to do my original tune live. I'm talking with sax, trumpet, trombone. Not fair, you know, that I don't get to dance. So I pretended like everything was fine, and I danced, and then I had to have surgery again because it started to open up. Anyway, that's how dedicated I am. Sometimes it's like, you know, dangerous. But anyway, Ale, my sister, loves salsa. She is the salsa queen. That is her genre. She's married to salsa. So for everything, she would tell me, do it salsa, do it salsa. And so I tried, and I just, you know, listened nonstop to Marc Anthony and La India. She would play Hector Lavoe and other artists for me, Gilberto Santa Rosa, you name it. But I really wanted to give it that pop Marc Anthony, La India touch. And that's this right here. Let me play it for you. I came up with this on my Triton. I had a Triton keyboard. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. My computer's right there. That's why I keep looking up. I used to sing darker too. Deseaba. Like I would really... My voice has changed so much throughout the years. Well, I think so. I hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I do. Todo lo que te esperé. See, I'm mad about the dinner. And so then, here comes the chorus, kind of salsa-ish. Muy feliz. So all those hits that you hear, the bam, 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 Chago kept those. So when I sent him this, he kept a lot of those hits, a lot of those ideas, added his own twist to the accordion, and we went back and forth with the accordion for a while. This is one of those where we're like, what if we try this? What if we try that? And then the second one was the one that I was like, yeah, that's my favorite. So the ending has pregones, like in salsa, where you have your chorus people sing, Yo no te vi, and then the singer goes, you know, answering like a call response type of thing. And before that happens, I had a breakdown with the piano where it would do like a salsa progression, you know, montuno-ish. And it has that breakdown and some percussion, it builds up, and then it goes into the pregones. And we had to take all of that out. But when you hear the cumbia, you can still hear a little bit of that idea wanting to shine through. It doesn't fully shine through, but now that you know this information, you're gonna hear it and be like, that's kind of where that started happening. And we disguised it a little bit so it wouldn't be so different. And we wanted to be true as much as we could to the genre and still adding some elements. Just so you all know, I have been singing Tejano and Norteño since I was 9. I was in a band named Sweet Satin in Brownsville, and it was with my music teacher, Mr. Elder, and the owner of the band, Leo Bennett. He was a substitute teacher, so I was in elementary, I was in 4th grade, and they kind of recruited me and said, be part of the band, and I was 9, and I would go to the rehearsals, and I would go to all the gigs, and that's why when my dad would go with me, because, well, I was little, I needed somebody to take care of me, right? And we just got used to it, and that's why you all always see me with my dad. When it came to gigs, my mom, she said, look, I can take her like I always have to the TV station, to Cantos y Cuentos con Nani, El Mundo de los Niños. I can take her to all her classes, dance classes with Maite, with, you know, voice lessons with Mr. Briseño, piano with Mr. Rocafuerte, just all my teachers. My mom was the one always with me, but then when it came to the gigs and it was late at night, she said, you know, and there's men and people are drinking, and it was just a different ambiance, and that's when my dad kind of took over and started to accompany me to gigs. We didn't know back then that would evolve into buying all this equipment slowly, and then all of a sudden my dad's just carrying 2 pianos, and now my husband is doing that. It's a lot of work, and everything just kind of has different phases. It goes through different phases, and I don't know what's going to be next for me, but just to let you know, I know I went off track, but I'm going to be recording tutorials of how to play and sing at the same time, and do that for lots of cover songs that I usually sing at my gigs anyway, and I'll just show you my little formula of how I do it, so it just combines and becomes your own. Anyway, back to the song. I recorded that with my Triton keyboard. It had a sequencer in there, and that's how I learned how to record and have all the channels and sort of mix. And really, it was out of necessity, because I didn't know where to go, where to record, how to record. So I was just kind of trying to jot down my ideas as best as I could. And now I'm going to play the one for the album. This was in the same key, which is in C minor. And I told Chago I wanted it to kind of sound like Sentimientos, Límite, or Y tropecé de nuevo con la misma piedra, you know, that style. And the CD, the songs that we had selected already, I think this was the 6th song that I sent him. Everything was too happy. And I was like, we need a minor song in there. He would say the same thing to me, like, do you have anything different? And so this one made it. I also sang this by myself for a competition here in McAllen. I played the piano and I sang just by myself, the salsa version, and I won an iPad from Digital 101.5. And that's the iPad that I use for all of my gigs. That's where I have all of my repertoire. So, oh, this one also has an award from the John Lennon Songwriting Contest. I cannot remember if it's an honorable mention or if I was also a finalist. But all of that is on my Wikipedia page if you all want to go in there and just kind of see everything. It has all the sites and you can check that out.